So when I moved here, figured, oh, I'll just kind of like bartend, hop around a little bit, you know. And then I got a job at the Southern Arizona AIDS Foundation. There you go, social services all over again. Did that for a little bit, and I actually met a couple of people from Wingspan, and at the time it was called Queer Voice. Now it's Eon. And I got involved doing the Mr. and Miss Gay Teen Tucson pageant. Who knew? And then let's see what happened after that. Well, in doing this, there was a group in town, a drag king troupe called Boys R Us. They had just been around probably just over a year. And I was wondering why, when I was producing this pageant, how come the kings and the queens were so apart? They weren't working together. I'm like, well, why is this you shouldn't be competing against each other. You're here for the same purpose, to entertain and to, help one another. And so I was really fortunate to bring a king and a queen to grace the stage together. And so that was really, it was a moment for me to realize that there was something more about Boys R Us, that they weren't just playing dress up, and they were looking for more guidance. And I don't know, I just kind of jumped right in. And I thought, okay, for a couple of years we'll just kind of go ahead, whatever, we'll perform a little bit, at the college or whatever. But then something started to happen. The audience was changing. It wasn't just women sitting in the audience. There were men. There were younger people. There were older people. You couldn't tell who was who. So it meant we were breaking down those barriers. And that was something that was really important to me. And realizing that, how can I put this? That it was safe for me to transition. Because I knew I was born in the wrong body, but I struggled with that for a very long time. And I think Boys R Us was a moment for me to realize that it was okay and safe for me to change. Because we were changing the minds of people in our community. So I feel very fortunate. And for Boys R Us to be the first gender performance troupe in the entire state of Arizona, and to be 10 years old right now is absolutely amazing. And to now have Flux Studio and Gallery. When I started Flux, I'm rambling a little bit, but when I started Flux back in 2005, it was specifically to raise money for trans surgeries. I had gotten sick, so Flux was kind of put on the back burner, but Boys R Us kept going and taking off. And it wasn't until 2009, realizing when we had the opportunity to host the 11th Annual International Drag King Extravaganza right here in Tucson, that I really figured out what Boys R Us was doing. It was bringing together Flux. That Flux wasn't just about, raising money for trans surgeries, but it was really about bringing the community together and to continue to create change on multiple levels. So to have a space where young and old people can come and perform and produce shows and show their artwork, it just gives me great pride, and I'm very humbled and I'm grateful for this award and for just the community as a whole to respect and understand what we're trying to do. So thank you very much, I appreciate it.